tanker bearing fuel falls or an underground pipe bearing fuel bursts, what do? Scooping fuel in your bucket or running far away from impending fire? You have a few seconds to take the wisest decision. Walk away? No, that is not enough. Shift? No, that is not enough. Stay there and gist and take shots with your phone? That is madness. Run. Yes, run away. Yes, your life depends on your action. The flames come suddenly, unexpected but uncontrollable. Why? Fuel is highly inflammable. Why? It just requires a spark to set off a ravaging inferno. So, don't stay there to think. Storm away to live. Do not throw away your life in anguish for meaningless fuel siphoning. Be advised.
Good evening, viewers. This is news at 9 p.m. on Psalm TV, coming to you live from the heart of Jalingo. We are the pulse of the nation. Stay and connect with us. Follow us on Facebook at Psalm TV and stream live on YouTube at Psalm TV Live. I'm Bridget James, and here are the headlines that matter. Tinubu departs Abuja for Olubadan's coronation. Arrest Mandi case, Ogun monarch tells Sanwo-Olu. NDLEA unveils German-built sniffer dog facility. Makinde presents staff of office to Ladoja as 44th Olubadan of Ibadan land. International news. Trump slaps new U.S. tariff on drugs, trucks, and furniture. Business news. Dangote refinery reorganizes workforce over sabotage, denies Mars sack. Entertainment news. His Daniel denies bank account freeze. He says rumors fabricated. Sport news. Ahmad returned to Ivory Coast after death of family member. And now the news in full. President Bola Tinubu on Friday departed Abuja for Ibadan, Oyo State, to attend the coronation of the new Olubadan, Rashidi Lajodo. The news agency of Nigeria reports that presidential jet took off from the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, in Ibadan. Tinubu would join other dignitaries for the official installation ceremony at the historic Mapo Hall. His presence and other dignitaries underscores the national importance of occasion, as Ibadan celebrates the continuity of its revered monarchical institution. Ladoja, a former Oyo State governor and senator, he was selected as the 44th Olubadan following the passing of Oba Owolabi Olakunlehin on July 7th. Excitement is already sweeping across Ibadan as the city witnesses Ladoja's ascension to the revered throne. Ladoja, 81, is a respected businessman and a political figure who rose through the traditional Olubadan chieftaincy rank to become Olubadan. The Nselu of Nselu Kingdom in Yewa North local government area of Ogun State, Oba Ebenezer Akinyemi, on Friday called on the Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu to order the arrest of social media influencer Ayomi Posi Oluwadahunsi, popularly known as Mandi Case, over her plans to stage a marathon sex act with 100 men in a single day. Punch Online reports that Mandi Case fixed the event for September 30th in Ikorodu, Lagos, in an attempt to register her name in the Guinness World Record. The GWR, however, has issued a statement clarifying that it does not monitor or endorse sexual activity as a record category and has therefore distanced itself from the proposed event. The organization explained that it only approves attempts that are measurable. verifiable, safe, and ethical, stressing that Mandike's proposed record did not meet its criteria. In an open letter to Governor Sanwo-Olu, Oba Akinyemi said that despite the GWR's rejection of the controversial plan, Keys had vowed to proceed with it. The monarch described the influencer's action as a public nuisance and a dangerous venture that could cost her life. He urged the governor to act swiftly by directing the police to arrest her before tragedy strike. The National Drug Law Enforcement Agency has lauded the donation of a newly built canning facility by the German government, stating that it will strengthen Nigerians' fight against illicit drugs. The agency's chairman and chief executive officer, Brigadier General Mohammed Buba Marwa, retired, stated this on Friday at the commissioning of the modern canning complex in Lagos. According to a statement issued in Abuja by NDLS Director of Media and Advocacy, Femi Babafemi, the German government's intervention demonstrates the importance it attaches to supporting Nigerians' anti-drug campaign. Marwa assured stakeholders that the provision of the facility would significantly boost the agency's capacity to fulfill its core mandate. The quality of the infrastructure at the new NDLS drug facility is commendable. It speaks volume of the commitment and goodwill and tenacity of our partners, he said. He commended the German government for its support over the years, noting that the canning unit had played a critical role in several successful operations, including the seizure of 119 kilograms of Captagon at Apapa Port in 2021. While acknowledging the progress made, Marwa stressed that more work is required to sustain the current level of operational excellence. Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde has formally presented the staff and certificate of office to Oba Rashidi Ladoja, officially confirming him as the 44th Olubadan of Ibadan land. The presentation took place at exactly 3:05 p.m. on Friday during a colorful and historic coronation ceremony held at Mapo Hall, Ibadan. The coronation held at Mapo Hall was attended by notable dignitaries, including President Bola Tinubu, further highlighting the cultural and political importance of the event. Makinde's formal presentations of the staff and certificate of office marked the final step in legitimizing Ladoja's ascension to the throne, symbolizing both tradition and continuity in Ibadan monarchy. In spite of vehicular and human restrictions on Mopo Hall, venue of the installations of Senator Rashidi Ladoja as the 44th Olubadan of Ibadan land, vendor bid security to display their wares around the vicinity or the event. The news agency of Nigeria reports that petty traders as early as 6:30 a.m. arrived at the venue to beat security agents to display their goods. Some petty traders invested in printing pictures of the new Olubadan, Oba Rashidi Ladoja, on T-shirts, key holders, calendars, wristbands, and large frames to make quick profit from the teeming crowd that wished to be identified with the celebration. Also, food vendors, snacks, and soft drink sellers who secured spots close to the venue were seen making brisk sales in the carnival-like atmosphere of Mapo Hall. The 34th Artillery Brigade of the Nigerian Army, Abinze, in Owerri, Imo State, on Friday, decorated 8 of its promoted officers The decoration was performed by the brigade's commander, Brigadier General Ibrahim Abbas, accompanied by senior officers of the brigade at the brigade headquarters in Owerri. The news agency of Nigeria reports that 6 officers were promoted from the rank of captain to the rank of major. They include UC Adela, AM South, S. Gabriel, AG Abidim, M.A. Adeniram, and Joseph Akumbo, who currently serve as Deputy Director, Army Public Relations of the Brigade. H.C. Mbebengini and Y. Audu were promoted from the rank of lieutenant to the rank of captain. Abbas commended the promoted officers for their gallantry, courage, and dedication to duty. He said that the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Olufemi Oluyede, remained committed to recognizing officers' hard work. Hence, the promotion. He urged them not to relent in the defense of Nigerian sovereignty and wished them well in their future engagement. NAN reports that among those who witnessed the brief ceremony were Mr. Egena Diogu, the member representing Oguta and Ohaji Bema in the House of Representatives, and Mr. Gabriel Mosu, who represents Oguta State constituency in the Imo House of Assembly. A highlight of the event was the presentation of gifts to outgoing officers by the brigade. The Jigawa State House of Assembly has passed a 58 billion naira supplementary estimate for the 2025 fiscal year. The legislation followed the adoption of a report by the House Committee on Appropriation at the plenary on Thursday. Chairman of the committee, Ibrahim Hamza Adamu, said the supplementary budget arose from expected additional revenue and anchoring to the state from the Federation account. The 2025 appropriation law appropriated the sum of 698 billion 300 million only for the recurrent and capital expenditure program of the state during the 2025 fiscal year. The National Drug Law Enforcement Agency has lauded the donation of a newly built canning facility by the German government, stating that it will strengthen Nigerians' fight against illicit drugs. The agency chairman and chief executive officer, Brigadier General Mohammed Buba Marwa, retired. He stated this on Friday at the commissioning of the modern canning complex in Lagos. Director of Media and Advocacy Femi Baba Femi, the German government's intervention demonstrates the importance of its supporting Nigerians' anti-drug campaign. Marwa assured stakeholders that the provision of the facility would significantly boost the agency's capacity. Jigawa State Governor Umar Namadi has assured members of the National Youth Service Corps deployed to the state of their safety and welfare throughout their service year. The governor, represented by his deputy, Aminu Gumel, gave the assurance on Friday after the swearing-in of 2025 Batch B Stream 2 Corps members at the NYSC orientation camp in Fanisau Duse. The government is committed to providing you corpers with all necessary supports to ensure your stay in Jigawa is safe and comfortable, he said. He assured the Corps members to see their service year as an opportunity to contribute to national development, stressing that their effort will benefit local communities while also building their character and experience. The Jigawa State House of Assembly has approved a 58 billion naira supplementary budget for the 2025 fiscal year. The approval follows the adoption of the report of the House Committee on Appropriation during plenary on Thursday at the Assembly Complex in Duse, the state capital. The 2025 budget, tagged Budget of Innovation and Transformation for Greater Jigawa, was originally passed on December 31st, 2024 at 689.3 billion naira. It provided 90.7 billion naira for personal cost, about 70.2 billion naira for recurrent expenditure, and over 537 billion naira for capital development programs. The Nigerian Technical Amid Corp is developing a legal framework to facilitate the structured export of skilled Nigerian professionals in a move aimed at curbing brain drain and boosting diaspora earnings. Speaking to journalists in Abuja on Friday to mark his second year in office, the Director General of NTAC, Yusuf Yakub, revealed that the agency has deployed 396 Nigerian volunteers to various countries over the past 2 years. Yakub said the initiative is part of a broader strategy to turn Nigerians' human capital into a source of foreign income. One of the new policies I come in with is to turn Nigeria Technical Aids Corp into a hub for the export of manpower. President Bola Tinubu on Friday urged the family of the late Audu Agbe to emulate the outstanding qualities that distinguished the late politician as an exceptional statesman who served Nigerians diligently. The president was represented by the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Senator George Akume, during the burial ceremony of the former minister in Otopo, Agbadibu local government area of Benue State. The remains of the former Minister of Agriculture were laid to rest in his country home, Efungo, Otupa, Agbadibo local government area. The casket bearing the elder statesman was lowered into the grave at about 1:18 p.m. Reading the president's testimonial titled Contributions of Chief Audu Ogbe to the Political Development of Nigeria, Akume listed Oge's qualities to include humility, compassion, a unifying personality, leadership with integrity, and service to the nation. FIFA on Friday suspended 7 Malaysian national team players for 12 months and fined the country's football association about 350 Swiss francs over a forged document used for an Asia Cup qualifier. The World Football's disciplinary committee imposed the sanction after the Football Association of Malaysia doctored documentation to be able to file the player in a 4-0 win over Vietnam in June. It says in a statement, FIFA acted after it received a complaint regarding the eligibility of a number of players who featured in the match. As a result, Gabriel Felipe Aroche, Facundo Thomas, Garces, Rodrigo, Julian Hidalgo, and John Hevels were all fined 2,000 Swiss francs. Anambra State has recorded 2 separate cases of building collapse this week, with one person confirmed dead in Onitsha and another incident reported in Akwa. The first collapse occurred on Tuesday when a 2-story residential building at Prince Chinedu Akwata Street, Onitsha North local government area, caved in, trapping 2 occupants. Both were rescued and taken to the hospital, but one later died. Just 2 days later, on Thursday, a 3-story building still under construction behind the Anambra State House of Assembly near Ekweme Square, Okuno Akwa, also collapsed. At press time, it was feared that some workers may have been trapped in the rubble. Confirming Tuesday's tragedy to journalists on Friday, the chairman of Onitsha North local government area, Tony Nweze, he said the site had been cordoned off to prevent further casualties. He linked the incident to possible regulatory breaches or construction malpractice and promised to a full investigation. Bandits attacked the student quarters of Beyamisu Usman Polytechnic, Hadijia, located along the Malam Majori roads in Jigawa State on Tuesday night. The attackers reportedly assaulted several students and snatched numerous mobile phones. They also attempted to abduct some students but were unsuccessful due to the victims' cries for help. Speaking to Punch Online, an eyewitness who preferred anonymity said it was around midnight when the attackers came. They caused chaos, injured some students, and took away many phones belonging to the students. Another eyewitness, Tukur Danlami, he added, "If not for the loud shouts and screams of students, we would not have known what happened. Neighbors from nearby communities rushed to help, forcing the attackers to flee." The Corporate Affairs Commission and the Small and Medium Enterprises Development Agency of Nigeria have launched a nationwide drive to provide free business registration for 250,000 nano, micro, and small enterprises. The initiative was announced in Abuja during the signing of a memorandum of understanding between the two agencies. A statement issued by both agencies on Friday noted that the captain forms part of activities marking the second year in office of CSC Registrar General Hussaini Magaji and Sweden Director General Charles Odi, who were both appointed in October 2023. Formalization has long been a hurdle for many small businesses, with costs, bureaucracy, and lack of awareness keeping millions of entrepreneurs in the informal sector. The governor of Nasarawa State, Abdullahi Sule, has urged the National Assembly to establish a special court dedicated to handling corruption cases in Nigeria. Sule met the call on Friday during the passing out parade of Dictative Superintendent Cadet Corps 10th and Dictative Inspector Cadet Corps 7 of the Economic and Financial Crime Commission held at the Nigerian Police Mobile Force Training College, Akwanga, Nasarawa State. In his remarks, Sule noted that corruption trials in the country often drag on for too long, undermining the fight against the menace. According to him, Nigeria will not be taken seriously on the global stage until it addresses corruption decisively. It's now time for a brief commercial break. Stay tuned because the most captivating stories are just moments away and you won't want to miss a single update. Please don't go away.
Ladies and gentlemen, queens and kings of purpose, welcome to the Taraba Human Rights International Film Festival 2025, where nearly 100 powerful minds, dreamers, doers, and defenders of humanity will be gathered at Taraba 2025. And I say to them, welcome to the spark before the wildfire and to the heartbeat of a legacy. Prince Homsuk Alex Jibrin is my name. I am the greatest grandson to the 23rd Longwo, third son to the Kanai of the Ko chiefdom, and a true prince to the house of Mohammed. At Tarif, we will not only be telling stories, but we will be reviving the very soul of the people through film. In September 2025, Taraba will rise again as we invite you to experience, explore, and invest in the greatest epic film ever, in the Kumbo Legacy Workshop. And this is where ancient tradition will meet with modern transformation. Because at Tarif, we shall be celebrating the strength, wisdom, and heritage of the greatest empire that has ever existed in West African history. And tomorrow, we shall immortalize it in art, film, and in fire. So storytellers, stand tall. The legacy is calling. Will you answer? Welcome to Tarif 2025. Let the revolution begin.
Welcome back. We're glad you're still here with us. On the international news, U.S. President Donald Trump on Thursday unveiled sweeping new import tariff, including 100% duties on branded drugs and 20% levies on heavy-duty trucks, triggering fresh threat uncertainty after a period of cooperative calm. The latest salvo, which Trump said was to protect the U.S. manufacturing industry and national security, follows wide-ranging duties on trading partners of up to 50% and other targeted levies on imported products such as steel. And on business news, the management of Dangote Petroleum Refinery and the petrochemical has embarked on a sweeping reorganization of its operations and workforce. The refinery said the decision was taken in response to repeated sabotage by staff members that threatens the operational safety of the 650,000 barrels per day facility. In a letter dated September 24, 2025, and signed by Chief General Manager, Human Asset Management, Femi Adekunle, the refinery said it was constrained to carry out a total reorganization of the plant, following many recent cases of reported sabotage in different units of the petroleum refinery, leading to major safety concern. Affected staff were directed to hand over all company properties to their line managers and await clearance before receiving their entitlement, which the Finance Department will compute in line with their conditions of service. On entertainment news, Nigerian music sensation Oluwatobiloba Daniel Anijupe, popularly known as Kiss Daniel, has addressed the widespread rumors claiming that his bank accounts were frozen in an official statement released on Thursday. The singer dismissed the report as entirely false, describing them as a deliberate attempt to damage his reputation. His remark came at a time when a viral story alleged that the singer was ordered to pay 200,000 euros in damages, leading to the freezing of his assets. The story quickly gained traction on social media and entertainment blogs, prompting concern among fans and industry stakeholders. Kiss Daniel has no such case in court and no account have been frozen. We urge fans, partners, and the general public to disregard this fabricated story. The statement partly read, Kiss Daniel is one of Nigeria's leading Afrobeat artists, known for his songs like Buga, Woju, and Lie. Over the years, he has built a strong international presence and a loyal fan base. On sport news, Amad Diola has temporarily left the squad following the death of a close family member. His club confirmed the 22-year-old winger has returned home to be with his loved ones during this difficult time. A club spokesperson expressed full support for the player, acknowledging the emotional toll of the loss. According to a post from Fabrizio Romano's ex On the Friday, Manchester United's coach Ruben Amorim, he said, Ahmad is not with us as a member of his family passed away. We are giving all the support to Ahmad and understand he needed to return home. As a result of his temporary absence, Ahmad is likely to miss Manchester United's early kick-off opener against Brentford on Saturday. The 22-year-old Ivory Coast international has received messages of support from teammates, fans, and club officials, all expressing their condolences. As we end this news broadcast, here are the highlights for today on national news. President Bola Tinubu on Friday departed Abuja for Ibadan, Oyo State, to attend the coronation of the new Olubadan Rashidi Ladoja. The news agency of Nigeria reports that presidential jet took off from the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja. The Nselu of Nselu Kingdom in Yewa North, local government area of Ogun State, Oba Ebenezer Akinyemi on Friday called on the Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu to order the arrest of social media influencer Ayomi Posi Oluwada Hushi, popularly known as Mandy Case, over her plan to stage a marathon sex act with 100 men in a single day. The National Drug Law Enforcement Agency has lauded the donation of a newly built canning facility by the German government, stating that it will strengthen Nigerians' fight against illicit drugs. International news. U.S. President Donald Trump on Thursday unveiled sweeping new import tariff, including 100 duties on branded drugs and 25% levies on heavy-duty trucks, triggering fresh threat. Business news. The management of Dangote Petroleum Refinery and Petrochemical has embarked on a sweeping reorganization of its operations and workforce. Entertainment news. Nigerian music sensation Oluwatobi Daniel Anidope, popularly known as Kiss Daniel, has addressed the widespread rumors claiming that his bank accounts were frozen. On sports, Ahmad Diallo has temporarily left the squad following the death of a close family member. This club confirmed the 22-year-old winger has returned home to be with his loved ones during this difficult time. That's all for tonight. Stay tuned on Some TV for our unforgettable lineup of programs. I am Bridget James, signing off this new segment. Thank you for joining us and goodbye.